We're all part of it, and we're on it together. So, Abeni, tell me, part of the tradition here is that we share ideas with each other, things to explore. For the majority of this feed, with this practice, we've been looking at boundaries, but you don't have to, because again, everything's like upside down. Boundaries are kind of inherent in anything conversation that's relevant right now. And so I'm wondering, do you have an idea for a prompt that we could use next week in our practice?
One that I've been exploring is this idea of experience the unusual. I could try to step outside of your normal patterns or even social norms and try something different, even if it's a different way of thinking or a different perspective, or simply just inviting something that is for you unusual into your mind. That's something I've been working with.
Okay. So another along the lines of this expansion, but like maybe the other side of something you would never like.
Yeah, something that's like totally new or different,
Okay,
and
I love it.
Exercise in openness, I suppose.
Yeah. And what's happening for me as I'm listening to that is actually, what I witnessed at this resort between some of the amazing people that have been here. People that I know are on different sides of the political spectrum, and yet have so much respect, so much connection, this synergy. And it's like, yeah, this is what's real. This is what's real, and this is what's possible, that we can have dialogue and see so much more commonality, as opposed to what's portrayed to us as being like these people versus those people. And we label them, and we make people just about one thing. And we know what they're about and all their motivations. And it's like,
because you miss out just making stuff so binary. You miss out on all the nuance.
Exactly.
So maybe somebody thinks this one thing, but what about all the other things they think and all the other experiences they've had, and the opportunity for you to share all of the experiences that you've had that may have an impact. And if we shut down exploration simply, or engagement simply, because of one aspect that for oftentimes reasons we don't even fully understand, we're taken aback by it, it really can limit our experience in life.
Right. So we just keep repeating the same experience over and over again, right? Nothing changes. The world is the same.
Right.
Yeah.
And we stay in our little bubble, and that's, and there's so much that rides on that, right? That depends on us being predictable, highly predictable, that you learn A, B, and C about a person, and now you have an entire profile of who that person is. You know what they want to think, what they want to know, where they want to go, what they want to buy. You know everything from some small tidbits of perceived preferences. And we as beings are so much more complex than that.
Yeah. You know what, in my profession, one of the forms of therapy that I do is called cognitive behavioral therapy. And you look at thoughts and what's known as cognitive distortions. So they're distortions of reality that will add to your stress.
Absolutely.
And one of them is labeling. When you label yourself or you label other people. And the lesson there is like no one label can really sum up anyone else. So if you're using it, you're not in reality.
Yeah.
You're actually in a distorted world that is not real. Yeah. So for everybody out there who might find themselves in casual conversation talking about these people or those people and just using a label, understand that you're not talking about reality.
Right.
That's a cognitive distortion that is contributing to your stress. You're creating it, right? So the media will do this because they take shortcuts and they like to keep us inflamed. But see it for what it is. When you hear it, whatever it's the anti-vaxxers, the anti-maskers, the sheep, what are the other labels? I don't even know. The Trump support, all of these labels they just is just a box, and that it says everything that you need to know, and it's not true. It's not true, right? So this has been a conversation that, you know, my hope is that people here, if you're triggered or something comes up or whatever it is, it's kind of not jiving with something, that's okay.
Yeah.
This is a good thing. In my world, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
The thing is, don't judge the awareness. If you have something that's not fitting, there's an awareness there that's rising. And allow yourself to be curious about that. Just be curious about that. And what is that? What does that mean? And if, oh, look, we were just talking about you, Vince. Thank you for waving. He's an amazing, amazing coach who's expanding out of his comfort zone into art. I've been watching you, sir. I've been watching you. I forget. We're gonna have to repost some of your artwork. It's fantastic. But this is what this time offers us. So, Abeni, we have a great inspiration for next week. I hope you keep joining us.
I will.
And I look forward to so many more conversations with you, so many more
Absolutely.
experiences with you. I feel like, honestly, when you meet someone, you're like, sister.
Exactly. No, thank you for so much for inviting me, and this has been a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Well, you go forward and be incredibly well. I so appreciate all that you're doing to live boldly, to share your voice, share your perspective, encouraging other people to do the same. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You be well as well.
Okay. And for those of you who haven't ever done this practice, go to the link in bio, register. You'll get